What's up, everybody? It's Scott from Cyberspace PC coming at you with another video today. 3080 Ti versus Big Navi, probably the biggest PC gaming showdown of the year and probably really of the last decade, I would say, as far as GPUs go. You know, for the longest time, AMD's been kind of in the wilderness up until last year when the 5700 XT came around and finally started bringing back some competition in the GPU space. We know that the monster 3080 Ti is right around the corner. Looks like it's going to be September 17th, 2 years to the day since the 2080 Ti launched. Been hearing maybe it's going to be the 3080 first, maybe the 3080 Ti. But we know that either one is supposed to be faster than the 2080 Ti. So let's look at the 3080 Ti specs, what we know, what we don't know. Because unfortunately, a lot of the pieces I've seen on this matchup don't really have any information attached. They just want to give opinions and, well, you know, this one will be faster, that one will be faster, without any hard data kind of in front of the watcher. So here we go. 3080 Ti, GA102 die, 5,248 CUDA cores, supposedly 20% more cores than the 2080 Ti, which had a little over 4,200, I believe. So a pretty good jump in cores. Of course, we know that core count doesn't scale 100%. So even though it may have more cores, doesn't mean it's going to perform 20% better just on those core counts alone. But of course, cores do help. Memory bandwidth, we don't know. We don't really know what type of memory. We don't know the memory bandwidth. I've been hearing a lot about GDDR6X, but as of this time, nothing has been confirmed. I've been hearing a lot about 4 times ray tracing performance uplift. That I don't believe has been confirmed. DLSS 3.0, yes, that's a thing, and that should be coming. We'll see if it works better. 2.0 was supposed to give us a big increase. Still have some skeptics and critics on that one. So that's going to be the 3080 Ti, otherwise known as Ampere. And there's another rendering of the 3080 Ti ROG Strix edition. So, Big Navi, what do we know about it? We know that it's going to be based on RDNA 2, 5,120 stream processors. So we're, give or take 100 less processors. Something to keep in mind. Node is going to be TSMC 7 nanometer EUV, which is basically a 7 nanometer plus process, supposedly going to give us a little more clock speed, going to give us some energy efficiency. We don't know what kind of memory it's going to be using. We don't know the bandwidth. We do know, or at least we've been hearing a lot of rumors, that the card is going to clock at over 2 gigahertz, maybe 2.1, perhaps 2.2 gigahertz. RDNA 2, like I said, supposedly going to be 50% more performant. That's IPC over RDNA. And it's going to have some ray tracing support, although all indications are that the support is not going to be to the level of NVIDIA, at least not yet. So something to keep in mind. So, the performance we're talking about here today is standard rasterization performance. So, AMD's had a roadmap. We had GCN. We were on RDNA now. RDNA 2 is coming. Now we're talking about RDNA 3. But, let's get to RDNA 2 before we worry about RDNA 3. Obviously, we're getting some performance per watt performance. Here's a big thing. If Big Navi can hit 2.2 gigahertz, that could certainly be a game changer. As we know, some games really, respond well to that clock speed. I don't know about you, but I am really excited to see if a 5,000 plus core count card can hit over 2.2 gigahertz. Conversely, the 3080 Ti on TSMC 14 nanometer, that's, been on there. That's in a very mature node. It's not really current. So the die shrink to the Samsung 8 nanometer could be the key to NVIDIA holding on to the lead. NVIDIA, their cards are already fast. When they went from the last generation Pascal, 1080 Ti, to the current Turing architecture, the 2080 Ti, etc., they kept the same node. So this is going to be the first die shrink in a few years. And, this could be definitely a game changer. Another thing that, a lot of the commentary involving who's going to be faster has been leaving out. So we're going to get an IPC improvement and a node shrink at the same time. So that's what makes this so difficult to say that, Big Navi is going to take the lead. So my conclusion, with so many variables at this point, it's nearly impossible to predict a winner with 100% certainty. But if I had to place a bet that, this is what I'm putting my money down as, I would say that the 3080 Ti will hold a small lead, generally speaking, but Big Navi may actually be a little faster in some titles, which is a first in many years, as the 1080 Ti dominated. Obviously, the 2080 Ti, there were no titles that it lagged the current AMD cards. And, the 980 Ti, for the most part, was the dominant card back in 2014. So, with that being said, how can anyone complain with AMD bringing it this year and bringing it hard? As far as I see it, the PC GPU space, the battle's definitely heating up, and we're the ones that get to sit back and enjoy it. So regardless of who's faster, I'm super ready to see those benchmarks and actually see how they perform. Anyway, thank you for joining me for another episode here at Cyberspace PC. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Who do you think is going to be faster? Are you interested in buying either of these cards? Sound off below. Let me know what you think. Have a great day, and until the next video, we'll see you later.